incriminate myself. He does this every look.
We are live, Will.
He did it
We're
again.
live, Will.
Baby.
We're
The
live.
squad
Let's
is
get to it, man.
here.
Look, getting ready. We're gonna tap it. We're gonna have some fun, man. Y'all get ready. Get ready. What's going on, family? Yo, look, you are here live in effect. This is the full 94 podcast here on MTMV Sports. I am thoroughly excited, right? Thoroughly excited. We are celebrating episode 50. You know what I mean? 2 quarters. You know what it is? I'm excited. I'm excited. How y'all feeling tonight, man? How y'all feeling?
We really reached 50 episodes, yo. Like 50.
Crazy, right?
Right? Like you lost in 50 episodes with me. Oh, I love you guys.
I came in the mid-season trade, so you know
That's
I'm
a big fact. But you're gonna finish strong with us. You know what I mean?
I'm still
We're about to get this championship, though.
But you see, you know, I'm fresh. I'm extra fresh for C tonight. You know what I'm saying? So C leading the whole thing. You know what I mean? So we can talk after the show. I know your cousin is here, C. But you know, if I join the family now, we good. You know what I'm saying? My skin is extra luxurious today. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I put the blue joint on for you, see, because I know you.
I'm not messing with you,
vibe
man.
with. I figured episode 50, I might as well shoot my shot since she out here telling people I be eating feet and doing all kinds of wildness. So you know what I'm saying?
I don't do feet. I don't even like feet.
Already here, bro.
Well, you got a minute thinking I eat feet. See, I'm not even.
I didn't do that. You
not
did.
Even.
Homeboy in the comments did that.
Homies in the barbershop think I eat feet and that we together and I ain't telling people.
That's the thing.
That's wild.
Coach, you're gonna have to check that episode out. It was weird.
My oxtail.
I'm definitely gonna check it out for sure.
Miles doing my oxtail.
All this feet talk already.
Cousin, don't pay them no mind.
Yo, Debo, just make sure you introduce me to the family. I'll be at the next family reunion.
We don't have one.
Shots fired.
You have had one, huh?
Check it out, man. Episode 50. We're here to full 94. If you haven't noticed already, we got an extra face in here tonight, man. Coach Debo. I did this from what I understand. What he has going on, the basketball mind is crazy. The love for the game is crazy, but he's also teaching people how to play the game of basketball. One of the biggest things I pulled from that interview 2 years ago was that when people were talking about COVID and the pandemic, your answer was so Kobe-ish. It was crazy to me because I'm a big Kobe fan. Got the book, got the everything, like reading into the Mamba mentality. So when you answer with, you said, what are we going to do in this pandemic time? You answer with, this is the perfect time to enter, to get crazy with your craft. I love that kids are calling me saying, let's work. This is the perfect time to prepare. And what you said a lot was preparation before the actual game. Before the games come, what are you doing to prepare? So I love that, man. Coach Debo, I want you to really just introduce yourself. He's a skills trainer. I heard you got a state championship. You got rank. You got it all, bro. So I'm excited to have you on the show, man. But tell us a little bit about yourself and what you got going on currently.
All right. Well, first, I'm Coach Debo. Been coaching basketball now for maybe like 13 years now.
Love it.
I'm the youngest coach in Rhode Island to ever win a state championship.
Yes, sir.
I've coached AAU, RI Elite, Rhode Island Crush, BCRI, probably one of the top programs right now. Had the pleasure of coaching David Duke, and he was at Zuccola Recreation Center, who also plays for the Brooklyn Nets now.
Nice.
Obviously, my cousin Janae Cromes, who plays PC colleges. I've trained her pretty much her whole life. Trained Lamont Thomas, who's Johnson Wales all-time leading scorer. Trained him. And now, man, just keep it going, man. Trying to work on these new kids coming up, trying to get them to the next level. That's my goal.
Big facts. Now it's funny. I love everything you got going on. Me and a friend of mine were having this debate. So now that you're teaching, you've coached for 13 years.
Yep.
Now, when you look at the kids that are coming up now, right? When I played high school and a little college, but when I played, I wasn't learning what the kids are learning nowadays. And in jab steps and left to rights, and like I'm seeing kids finishing with jellies. Like that's a part of like training now. When I'm like, it doesn't make sense to me what the kids are learning. Like I've played teenagers, 18, 19 years old, and I'm looking at like, where are you getting these moves from? Oh, this is what I practice. This is what we coach. We didn't get that type of coaching coming up. It was a lot of fundamentals. Figure out the skill after you get it. What does that change look like from when you started to where you are now, and how has your coaching changed a little bit?
Honestly, when I first started, it was more basic. Like, like the regular jab step, triple threat. Nowadays, the game is so more advanced now. You have to advance with the time. So a lot of coaches now that are old coaches are still stuck in their ways of the way they used to work in the 80s and the 70s. Sometimes it's done and over with. It's not just the game. Like you can't like now. I have games where kids do a jump stop and refs calling a travel. It's not a travel, it's a jump stop. Like it's a basketball play. Times have changed. You can jump and land on 2 feet and pump fake and step through and get a layup. Yeah. And now, honestly, now it's gotta evolve with the time.
I love it now. And that's what I love, man. And seeing Will jump in at any time. I as a coach, as person who's played and coached, I'm just intrigued by the mind that we have on the show today. So if you need to interrupt me and stop me, please do.
I definitely do want to know, just kind of reading up and everything C has told us about you also in spite of the interview, because the interview was awesome. You've done so much coaching. So who inspires you? Coaching wise that may be out there today, like when you're going in, whether you're coaching the team or you're training someone, who do you look to for that inspiration when you're looking for something new, or some kind of excitement to add to your repertoire?
All right, so my biggest mentor is my cousin Chris Love. He gave me the passion I want to coach basketball. I was never the best player. I can always shoot the gym out, but I was never great. I can only shoot. I was never good at nothing else. So my cousin Chris Love, and then obviously I'm a big Tom Izzo guy. So whenever I feel like I try to break Tom Izzo's mind a lot. I'm always in the books looking at Michigan State offense, a little bit of everything. So Tom Izzo is one of them guys for me for sure.
What about Tom Izzo that you like about him most? And if you had the opportunity to speak with him, what would be one question you would ask him?
Honestly, my question to ask Tom Izzo would be, how do you always get all your guys to buy into all your defensive schemes? Because a lot of these kids nowadays love to score 40, but no one wants to defend. It's like we can score 1 million points in a game, but if they score 1,000,001, we still lose. So it's how do you get these guys to really buy in on defensive end and not worry about getting 30 points with a loss, but how about taking 12 points with a W? So that would be my question. Like, how do you get these guys to buy in defensively?
Sheesh, I love what I love about that most is like when I realize my shot is off, like I have to go play defense. I gotta make my offense easier by going to play defense. Like that was drilled into us when in high school and college. Like if you're not knocking, like you have to play defense 24/7, especially if your shot's not hitting. You know what I mean? So in terms of that, like is there certain ways in the way you teach defense that is giving people the advantage right now?
So my thing right now is I probably give a kid 3-4 times down there to get your assignment done. Now my thing is if you get beat 3-4 times, you're subbing out. I don't care if you scored 4 straight layups. If you're gonna score if you can't get a stop, you're coming out the basketball game. Yeah. Because my thing, like I said, I rely on my stop. So I really try to focus on the defensive part to always stop practice. So a lot of my drills are defense, and then we'll get to the offensive stuff. So that's pretty much how it goes.
We were just together. You talked about you on to another championship.
Yes.
How hard is it to go back to back?
I mean, last year, man, I had it won, got the 2 seed, lost to the 3 seed, semifinals game. And that was their championship. They went all out against us and then got blown out in the championship. Like, you beat me, I'm gonna get the best team. Yeah. And then you're gonna go to the championship and then you're gonna get cranked by 30. Like, beating us was their championship. So it's very hard to go back to back. Yeah. And then this year is not a good year for us. We are very down. It's gonna be a tough year for me. Let's just say it's gonna be a very long season this year. Very long.
So when you're coaching these young people up and they're going to college and you're looking at the NBA, because I'm sure a lot of them are literally looking at the NBA game instead of the college game, what what do you see is the major difference in how they prep when you do teach them the college game? Because the college game is so much more physical, and like you said, it is defensive oriented. Like you can be a star in college, but if you don't play defense, you're Jimmer Fredette basically when you get to the NBA. So like, what is the difference as far as how you teach them and what you have them looking for? Because I know they're looking at a lot of film in between games also.
Say it again. Sorry, I didn't get it. Say it again.
When you're training them up, because I know everyone wants to look to the NBA. So like when you're showing them college stuff as far as how to train and how to prepare, how are you preparing them as far as the college game goes to not only be better, not only on the offensive end, but on that defensive end?
To notice that honestly, to get to that, you want to make that jump. You have to know when you get to college now. So if you're a man in your high school, you're scoring 30, 40. That's them same 4 guys you start with also scored 30, 40. So you have to find different ways besides scoring the basketball to get it in. So we try to do a lot of stuff. Like I teach my kids, like, you know what, let's work on the extra pass now. Go set that down screen and then pop out for a 3. Hey, coaches want to see you box. So do a good boxer. Matter of fact, I yelled at the games yesterday, Sierra. Girl did a box. I said, yo, good box though. She said, oh my God, you're such a coach. Like, who yells that at a college game? Good box though. It's like I'm over like stuff like that. Like you have to do the little things to succeed at the Division I level and to go to the NBA. So they said in the NBA, you're not always going to get 30, 40. You got to know your role.
Big facts. And we talk about that a lot here, like understanding what your role. And for those if you didn't know already, so Will's he's our resident 76ers fan. C is obviously that's the Bron fan. So wherever Bron goes, that's where she's going.
Oh, he knows.
I'm a diehard Laker fan, so it's just been a year for us. You know what I mean? Who are you looking to in the NBA? Who are you cheering for right now?
Right now, so my favorite player obviously right now in the game is Aaron Gordon. So I love Denver Nuggets.
All right.
But also LeBron is my guy as well. LeBron's my guy as well. LeBron is my guy. Dude. LeBron's my guy. So Denver.
I saw the name.
So Denver, Lakers, and I like Chicago. I'm a big Lonzo Ball fan since Chino Hill days.
Yeah.
You know what?
Three teams for sure.
I gotta ask this question then, right? Because you're a Bron guy. Yeah. So hopefully you can be a realist here.
Yeah.
Is Bron still the best player in the NBA?
No.
What?
Where do you rank LeBron as far as top 10 all time?
Oh, top 10. Oh, all time?
Yeah.
Oh, numero uno.
So he's over Michael Jordan.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yo, thank you for doing that.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, no, for sure.
Go ahead and log
He said, "Thank you for being a guest today."
I don't understand, yo. Like, come on, yo, y'all be disrespecting Mike on a consistent basis.
Nah, like I said, Michael Jordan was a great player.
Right.
But I said, amazing. If you want, but when I do the eye test, LeBron's a better passer. LeBron's a better rebounder. LeBron's a better leader. LeBron's a more versatile defender. LeBron can score just as well on less shots. It's like LeBron can do everything Mike can do, a little bit better than me.
So you stand on saying that LeBron is a better defender than Mike?
No, I said LeBron is a better versatile defender. Okay. Meaning LeBron can guard 1 through 5.
So, but if you're a big fan of defense,
yes,
and defense is a major part of the game, how can you put LeBron ahead of Michael?
Yeah, we also
when Michael does everything that LeBron does.
Michael really never played always the top guy. It was always Scottie Pippen that did that. So let's not really take
Michael
that
was the defensive player of the year 1 year when Scottie was with the team. So
that's fine. Now we all know LeBron should have won it. And was it 13 where Marc Gasol didn't even get a first team all defense, but then won the damn award. Like we all know LeBron should have been the second player to go MVP and do player of the year before Giannis done it. So come on,
I should be getting some oxtails this week, but I'm not. So we can't go on shoulda, woulda, couldas. The fact of the matter is,
deep down as you know it too. That's why you smiling right now because you know it's a fact.
No, I mean I'm being honest with you. As much as
Miles is loving every bit of it.
As much as I like LeBron, I can never put LeBron ahead of Michael Jordan for the simple fact that Michael Jordan is a consistent two-way player. Michael has a killer instinct that LeBron does not have. And they get on me because they act like I don't like LeBron.
But he also has more playoff buzzer beaters than Michael Jordan. I'm just saying, but okay, that doesn't really matter. He has more playoff game winners than Michael Jordan does. But
playoff game winners.
They always show the last shot, but it's never one after that. It's always the shot against Utah, and where's the other one?
But championships count. Championships count and dominance count. And Michael Jordan is the most dominant player to ever play the game. You know what I'm saying?
That's great. That doesn't make him a better basketball player because he's more dominant.
It makes him.
Shaq was more dominant than a lot of people. He's not the greatest
question
player.
I asked you is, who is the greatest basketball player in NBA history?
LeBron James.
And you said LeBron James. So if Mike was the most dominant player and he does everything that LeBron does, because if we want to get on assists, there was a season where Mike was averaging like 35, 8 and 7, and you can look that up.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll do my research for sure.
Mike wasn't asked to do all that kind of stuff, but Mike could do all that stuff. LeBron, on the other hand, I like LeBron. LeBron is top 10 of all time, but I'm not putting Michael. I'm not putting him ahead of Michael. I'm not putting him ahead of Kobe. It's just not happening.
God, Kobe, Jesus Christ!
Hold on, don't you see the P on the head? That's Philly, don't.
That's great.
So,
but,
since we're on the topic of being the best, cousin, who is what? No, not who. What is your NBA Mount Rushmore?
NBA Mount Rushmore? Oh, LeBron, yes. LeBron, Jordan. Jordan's two for me. LeBron, Jordan, Kareem, and Magic on my 4.
Okay.
I'm not mad at that.
That's my
not mad at that at all.
Listen, I respect anyone that says Jordan's first. I don't agree with you, but I'll respect your decision because I think they're 1 and 2, so it's fine.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely for sure.
I got Brian 5th. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Oh my Jesus!
The conversation. This is what we do.
You gotta understand everything. I said,
5.
Everything I said about Michael is the same thing I gotta say about Kobe. So if I got Michael on Mount Rushmore,
you have Kobe in your top 5.
Yes, I have Kobe. Kobe is on my Mount Rushmore.
Jesus.
Kobe's on my Mount Rushmore.
You got to be a big Kobe fan. That's why.
Kobe not only dominated LeBron on the court, but he dominated him in them Nike commercials too when they was puppets. So I'm not even finna go there.
Oh my God.
Magic.
If that's what you got, that's what you got.
Magic and Kareem, man. You know what I'm saying? So
cool. I just don't. I can never understand anybody not having LeBron on their Mount Rushmore. Like, you cannot like him at number 1, but if he's not on Mount Rushmore, I'm like, I don't.
Well, my Mount Rushmore includes 5 people. I don't go by the rules.
That's how I felt, bro. Don't wait. I'm with you. That's how I felt.
I don't go by the rules. My Mount Rushmore.
I feel as though this just too, like, it should be 5.
Yeah.
At the end of the period.
5 people. It's
it could be 5, but my 5 wouldn't be Kobe.
Who's your 5?
Who's the 5th?
My 5th is between Bird and Duncan.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Bird and Duncan.
I like that.
I respect that.
I have Kobe 9 all time for me.
You have Kobe 9?
Yo, what?
Hey, yo, see, I don't want to be a part of your family anymore. We done.
Yo, wow, that is young.
We done.
You know what? The loyalty in this show is horrible.
The heavy
horrible.
That's happening right now.
Miles is a Fed. Your loyalty is trash, okay? Trash. Because my cousin has something about it at 9. So that's his opinion.
9.
Yo, now I'm fired.
He's cousin, up on you.
Cousin.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's fine. Like, and it's not to say Kobe wasn't a bad player.
Dog.
But I break it down so we figure what? We figure Shaq was the best to about 03-04.
Yeah.
About 03-04.
I'll give you that.
Okay, most people have LeBron the best since 07 when he took that raggedy Cleveland team to the finals. Like you said, he's been the best since then. So my point is, when was Kobe ever the best? 05, 06?
Kobe
2 years? Like when?
LeBron didn't become the best.
LeBron's been the best since 07 when he took
LeBron was not the best
in that mop.
LeBron was not the best in 07. They lucked out. LeBron was not the best in 07. He didn't arrive until 2011. Kobe dominated that league consistently to the point to where he put fear in people's hearts.
Who was that team that LeBron beat in that to go to the finals that year? Was it Detroit? Detroit. They made that finals. Who did Detroit beat that year? The year before in the finals.
Detroit was on their last leg though.
Who they beat? Who did they? No. Answer that question.
That's not an argument because Detroit was on their last leg, so we can't even have that conversation.
Okay, but they beat you then. On their last leg, they still beat the Lakers with Kobe.
The fact of the matter is, we're talking about the best player. Detroit was literally on their last leg.
I'm tired of this show saying this and that, okay?
LeBron couldn't beat a one-legged Dirk Nowitzki. Are you kidding me right now?
When KD got smoked.
That same Dirk Nowitzki beat Kobe Bryant and Kevin Durant in that playoff. What are you talking about? No,
Dwight Howard
no,
also beat
no,
LeBron.
no.
So should we put Dwight
That's
Howard as
fine.
one of the greatest of all time?
No, but my point
That
is
doesn't
you just said he couldn't beat a one like Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki also beat Kobe Bryant that same year.
But that's
People
not
have to forget that.
No.
No, I'm just saying what
I'm saying.
Just going back to what
One leg,
your logic.
one
I'm
leg
just going back to what. No, I'm going back to your logic.
Dirk was literally hurt during those finals. Them Bulls was
He was
up.
hurt when he busted Kobe too.
No, he wasn't. He was healthy. He was healthy, and I know he was healthy. I won money that year.
Kobe's better. Kobe's better because he lost better. I get it.
This is the reason I'd be so mad, and this is why I was called the bully when KD got smoked because but he really didn't have no one though. So stop being a bully. No.
They don't never, bro. Kevin Durant probably he's that one guy that doesn't get no superstar treatment like anybody else. Like if LeBron would have got swept last year in the finals in the playoffs first round, LeBron would still be getting his head hung right now to this day.
Facts. Big facts.
That's been swept under the rug.
We definitely talk about that, but nobody talks about KD.
No one talks about he doesn't get that same critique that LeBron gets and all these other guys get.
But this is what I'm saying, because Will loves this part too. This thing for me is because the superstar status. KD doesn't have the expectation. He doesn't have the expectation to carry a team. He has the expectation to go out there and give you 30. That's
him.
I'm not expecting KD to lead a team. And it took you a long time to admit, like, he was arguing with us, Debo, like, KD is a leader. It's like, bro, no, he's not.
No. You can go back and look at the tape because he even agreed with me. I already said KD was never a leader. He never wanted to be a leader. And he made that known. He told y'all that from day one. He said, all I want to do is come out and hoop. He never wanted to be a leader.
So the expectation is not on him because he just wants to hoop.
No, the expectation.
You believe that's what it is?
The expectation is not there for KD for the simple fact that he had already shied away from it.
Yeah,
and for the simple fact, with all due respect to KD, LeBron was a different beast when it came to leading his teams. I always give LeBron that respect on that. That's not going to change. But the fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, y'all still have to look at the fact that LeBron not only paved his own way, but he 2K'd his way through the NBA. Like LeBron called for them trades. It's been a running joke for years. LeBron called them trades.
KD did too.
Okay,
he didn't call for no trades.
Okay, my thing. So we're not gonna Kobe did not ask for a trade. Like that happened. It happened.
It
happened.
There's a difference.
Happened.
No, there's a difference between Kobe and
Why
LeBron.
is it different?
The difference between Kobe and LeBron is that Kobe, even though he tried to force his way out, Kobe had to stay with the same team and play with who he got. Kobe's best teammate,
which is why he cried when they didn't trade Andrew Bynum for Jason Kidd. And he had a big hissy fit about it. Like, stop.
So you want
they just didn't listen to him.
You want Bynum to play on your team because I saw Andrew Bynum not play on the Sixers, and I would have cried too.
No, but then the next year, Bynum was damn near almost an all-star.
These arguments,
and then had a great, and they won the finals.
As much as I like LeBron, y'all give LeBron way too many passes.
No, you don't.
You don't give him enough.
No, I don't give. I don't have to give him enough because
I think what seems to happen. I think what seems to happen for me is that this narrative that LeBron does what he wants and he ushers in this new wave, like. What are you to do for 7 years when your organization doesn't support you? So let's go back to Mike, right? You say Mike, he had great coaches, great GM, and great players. I wouldn't have left neither. So would you have stayed in Cleveland after 07?
This whole thing about Mike having great coaches, Mike had one great coach. He had one great coach. Like, what are we talking about? So Doug Collins is a great coach. How many championships did Doug Collins win?
Are we talking about Dean or are we talking about Phil? What do we?
Oh, okay. So we're gonna fault him for going to college?
No. He benefits from that, does he not?
No, it's a different. He was literally
watch out, bro. What great coaches LeBron had? Give me one.
Bro. My point exactly. Please let it be named. I don't think no one can even name his first coach yet.
So Spoelstra's not a great coach.
No,
great.
LeBron
great.
No.
He's great now.
He's great now.
He's great now. But at the time when LeBron was coaching him, no.
Phil Jackson wasn't great at the time when Michael was coaching him. That was his first major job. What are y'all talking about?
But we're talking about. I'm talking about basketball minded
that made it look great.
Tex Winters created that triangle offense. Let's not do that. Phil Jackson grew into being a great coach, just like he had to, just like Mike had to. Mike didn't play for a team that was just all about him, all about that. You saw in The Last Dance and every other thing, Jerry Krause never gave them anything that they needed. Like Scottie Pippen happened by accident, and then Jerry Krause tried to trade Scottie Pippen every other year. Like this, that's
they had the squad, is what I'm saying.
No,
I'd have stayed in Cleveland too.
What squad did they have outside of Scottie Pippen? They changed everything every year. The best point guard he played with. Okay, you can say Ron Harper at the end of his career. He played with B.J. Armstrong.
So let me take your argument and put it back on you, right? If they made trades every single year, that means you had a GM and an organization behind you to get you to the championship. When you're talking 03 to 2010, the reason he left is because his best person was what? Boobie Gibson? Yagauskas?
Okay.
Like, what are we talking about?
Donnell Marshall? Sasha Popovich?
He gets penalized for leaving a situation that wasn't benefiting his championship run?
Okay, so from 03 to 07, that's what he had, right? From 84 to 92. Michael Jordan, hold on. Michael Jordan played with
7 years, not 4 years.
Wait, because you wanted to go there. 7. Michael Jordan played with John Paxson and B.J. Armstrong. Are you kidding me?
Oh no! I mean, Mike was getting thumped.
And those were his championship point guards. So this is not even valid, bro.
What I'm telling you, dog. Are you telling me Bron had a level of a Scottie Pippen, a Tony Kukoc, like these like versatile players and needed players, a Dennis Rodman, he never had. That's why he had to leave. But then he gets penalized for not staying in a bad situation.
Hold on. I'm gonna end this, and then I want to focus on Debo. So 84 to 91, right? 84 to 91 and 03 to 2009 for LeBron. So we'll mark that time period out, right? Mm-hmm. From 91 on, Michael Jordan won with Scottie Pippen, and his two other best players was Horace Grant and Dennis Rodman, who don't even play offense really. Hold on. LeBron had Chris Bosh. LeBron had Ray Allen, who literally bailed him out of a championship game.
Oh my God! When LeBron scored the first six, the last six before that. Stop it! Stop. Who hit the? No. Who hit the three? Who hit the three before Ray Allen 3? Who hit that 3? LeBron hit the 3.
Who hit the 3 to keep them in the game?
But he had 16 straight.
He did his job.
Because
they're not even in the game without
LeBron. He did his job. He did his job. So LeBron James, the only superstar that his teammates just can't do their job. But John Paxson can hit those jump shots. So can Steve Kerr. But no, Ray Allen, because it's LeBron's legacy, you got to miss that shot.
Every time I make a point,
is awful.
Every time I make the point,
that narrative is awful. That narrative is awful.
So we talking about the stars that he played with. So are we comparing Ray Allen to Steve Kerr?
Did Steve Kerr not knock down big shots in big moments like Ray Allen did?
Answer the question. Are we comparing Ray Allen to Steve Kerr?
Did they not knock down the big shots at the same time? I'm just asking you.
Question, Debo. Are we comparing Ray Allen to Steve Kerr?
Yes.
When it comes to them big shots, yes.
Come get it.
When it comes to them big shots, yes.
No, sir. The question I asked you is star-wise. Are we comparing Ray Allen to Steve Kerr?
No, Ray Allen's better.
End of the discussion. We're talking about the people that he played with. We are talking about the
people No, because Ray Allen went to Miami. Ray Allen wasn't even a top 100 player in the NBA at that point. His job was to stand there and shoot the ball. When he was in Miami, he was not a top player.
Ray Allen was coming off being the big 3 in Boston. What are you talking about?
Where he got benched?
Ray Allen, you can say whatever you want to say.
He got benched.
Say whatever you want to say, but at the end of the day,
he got benched.
At the end of the day,
which is the reason why he left, because he put him on the bench.
Ray Allen instead of Steve Kerr. You can't keep changing it up.
He got benched. Am I not mistaken? No. I'm just saying you said he came off the bench. No, you said he came off exactly because I'm proving my point right now. You're not having it.
Because it's a nonsense point.
Because my joints are fact. Your joints are opinion. It's a big difference.
My joints are fact because you just basically said, "Oh, Steve Kerr and Ray Allen, they knocked down the same." Bro, they are not the same player. That's cap.
Okay, I agree. So look, they're not the same player. But the shot you said Ray Allen saved LeBron's career with that 3.
He did save LeBron's career.
My point exactly. So do we not remember what Michael Jordan said? Give the ball to Kerr. Give the ball to Paxson. Knock them shots down. It's a big shot. So the question
that Miles posed were the players that they both played with when they were winning and they were in their prime. That's why Miles is cheesing and he's quiet right now.
I didn't say they're wrong.
I mean, when I first started talking about this, I was talking about KD. No one even talking about Michael Jordan.
At the end of the day, LeBron played with a whole dream team in his career. I'm not trying to hear that.
Dream team? Oh, now you're taking it to the extreme. Extreme. Dream team.
I will give you every superstar player LeBron James to play with. Ray Allen, Chris Bosh.
Superstar?
Wayne, hold on.
No, he said LeBron played with a dream team.
Ray Allen was a superstar in Miami?
You wanted this, so I'm going to give it to you.
You started off trash.
Ray Allen, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love was averaging 20 and 20 when he got traded to Minnesota. And he was an all-star and a USA player. He went to LA. What did he have? Anthony Davis.
Another ring.
Got a ring.
Come on, yo. Are you serious? I just named you 7 people.
But you're saying dream team. I wouldn't say that
because he didn't play. Because the fact of the matter is, I don't take anything away from LeBron, but y'all don't want to be realistic. LeBron did not do it the same way Michael did.
We didn't say that. What I said, what I was talking about, Miles said that. You and Debo catching strays because Miles said that, and then he sat back and he got quiet when he knew
Miles didn't say none of that. I said the first 7 years of his career,
and I gave it to
nobody.
And
he
no,
I'd have stayed in Cleveland if I got the same love that Mike got in Chicago.
The first 7 years of my career, he had nobody either until he got Scotty. Until Scotty arrived.
That's what I'm saying. The organization took care of him.
So when we compare,
he recognized Mike is a great player. I need to get people around him. Dan Gilbert, the whole Cavs organization did not. You had the best player in the NBA, and you did nothing with
that conversation. But from 91 to 98, Mike played with Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman, and he had old behind Bill Cartwright and Robert Parrish chasing.
What are these like enormous teams he's knocking out, right?
Yeah, who they?
Think about
I was about to say that too. Who they?
Like you're not talking about.
Okay.
So we gonna act like Michael Jordan. We gonna act like everybody who was on that 75 greatest of all time list. Mike didn't keep from championships.
Who?
That's what we gonna act like.
I got Charles Barkley.
That's all you got is Charles Barkley?
Carmelo.
No, bro.
Carmelo and John Stockton.
I'm not doing this with y'all. There's no way you're gonna tell me the only person is
Carmelo and John Stockton at age 34 and 35. Please.
Yeah, I mean he kept them from a championship.
At age 34 and 35.
At 34,
let's get back to
let me say this. At 34 and 35, Carmelo was still averaging 30 points a game.
Still beat him at 34 and 35.
Yo. I'm not trying to hear that, yo.
Beat the Lakers, Magic Johnson's last year. No one, cut it out. He beat Portland with Clyde Drexler. Name someone else. My point exactly.
We're not going to talk about the teams that they beat.
The Oklahoma City Thunder when they were all basically rookies, just about. Okay, so you want to go there? Let's go there.
Okay,
hold up. Who else did he beat on that run?
San Antonio Spurs, one of the biggest dynasties ever. I mean,
they were on their last leg, big dog.
I'm not trying to they beat him the next year.
They were on their last leg.
They won a championship.
Next question.
Every single time.
Come on. We're gonna be honest about it.
Go to the next one. See what you got.
We're gonna be honest about it. They went on their last leg.
See what you got.
So I was trying to rail my next question since you know what I'm saying we was talking about KD and the Brooklyn Nets recently fired Steve Nash, and you know Steve Nash is one of Debo's favorite players.
Not one of his most.
My God,
that's his guy. That's his guy. Steve Nash is Debo's guy.
Yes.
How did you feel about them letting him go?
Good. I don't want him there anyway. I can't stand Kyrie or Kevin Durant, so I'm glad he's gone.
This is what I wanted to get to. The KD
I'm glad
Kyrie
he's gone. I'm glad
that was the first thing you said. You was like, I don't like KD Kyrie, but I'm glad he got a coaching job. Like,
yeah, I was glad.
Give me the smoke, right? What do you think about Steve Nash getting fired? But also tell me why you don't like KD and Kyrie. I need to know.
Oh my God. I mean, Kyrie by far. I think Kyrie is probably just the biggest weirdo in basketball. I mean, I was pretty much all done with Kyrie once he said the earth was flat. I was like, yeah, I'm all done with this guy. I was done with him once he said that. And like I said, with Kevin Durant, that's the thing. It's like,
preface that statement with Will, I'm talking to you. Go ahead.
So I'm talking
so
with Kevin Durant is like he just doesn't get. He's not held to that same expectation as LeBron, and not even as LeBron, as any other superstar.
Yeah,
like my thing is like we're not gonna act like Kevin Durant. You blew a 3-1 lead where you shit the bed. You shit the bed in the Western Conference Finals. You did that. You shit the bed. It's like, bro, like, and then my thing is like, but no one said anything about it. If Curry got killed for it when he did it, LeBron would have got. Oh my God, LeBron would have got hung if he would have did it. Jordan would have got hung if he would have did it. Kevin Durant did it. Like, well, him and Russell Westbrook, they can't gel together. But then they were, I think, what 1 seed that year, maybe, if not mistaken, 1 or the 2 seed. You had a 3-1 lead. So it was like, how much of the gelling really did not work? In the big moment, he choked it, and that was it. And it's like, he doesn't get hold to that same level, so I just really can't rock with Kevin. I really can't rock with Kevin Durant.
Took that. I feel you're right, but I feel like he did take some slander for that because when he went to
barely.
They trashed him for like the entire.
For going to Warriors.
They trashed him for going to the Warriors. They didn't trash him for losing a 3-1 lead.
No, they trashed him for going to the Warriors because he was up and had a 3-1 lead. Because
I'm saying, but my thing is like, let's say even if he didn't leave, he didn't leave, no one really bashed him for losing the 3-1 lead. Anybody else, and anybody else would have gotten dismantled.
You're right.
Big fact.
Still to this day, because they still come at Golden State now for losing and choking a 3-1 lead. And it's like Kevin Durant to me doesn't get held to that same expectation as most superstars. So it's like I can't rock with him. And then obviously Kyrie Irving, he's just a bozo itself. So I'm all set with that guy. I'm all set with him.
I got my thoughts on that 3-1 lead, but I ain't gonna say it.
Which one?
Which one?
About the Warriors. Because there's one particular thing that happened.
What you going to talk about when Draymond
didn't play?
Draymond didn't play?
I feel like that was a major factor as the reason why they lost that.
No, I think it was a major fact, but then it doesn't help when he has 41 the same game when he comes back. So I mean, that's
what I'm saying. When your defensive anchor is literally out, like Draymond Green lost that finals for them because of his anchor. He couldn't control it. LeBron,
you think so?
LeBron pulled him in. LeBron pulled him in.
That.
When you look at the 3-1 lead that they had, and you looked at what they were doing on the defensive end, they were dominating. They were switching. They were doing everything they had to do. When Draymond Green is not on that court, they're a completely different team. They're literally just offensive based. Like that was the biggest difference.
Speaking of defense, though,
I think, I mean that
Kevin Love defense on Curry.
And then you look at that game 7 though. Like Draymond started that game off hot, but then didn't touch the ball the whole fourth quarter. So it's like you really can't blame Draymond. You got to blame Steph, who started the force 30-footers the last 7 minutes of the game. Where Draymond said, I watched the other day, that his best finals was the year they lost, the year they blew a 3-1 lead, because he played immaculate the whole series. Yeah. In that game 7, he was maybe 4 or 5 threes, if I'm not mistaken. And then Curry,
That was great series.
Good news that last year.
That was by far his best finals like he's ever played in.
It was so good. It was amazing.
It was amazing. That they won it. I mean, with probably the best play we ever seen in the finals with that good block. I mean,
that's
Kevin Love's block. That Kevin Love's defense was just absolutely amazing.
Don't you love defense? Don't you love defense?
But calling it the best play we've ever seen in the finals? Offense or defense? So we
stopped the whole thing.
We not looking at the Celtics still on the Pistons?
No,
we're not looking at Magic.
I don't think it's.
We're not looking at Magic Skyhook.
Bigger than that though.
Cap, stop it. That's cap, yo. That's
not even a chance. What you saying?
Favorite.
Nah, that's not
even close.
A very big play.
If I'm buying
most finals plays are always like the Jordan getting the buzzer beater, or everybody says the Kyrie Irving getting the jump shot. It's never the defensive play. Like that defensive play, it stays a tie game now. So now you're not down 2, and then you call a time, and then you get the game-winning bucket the very next play.
I'm not taking away the
very big play, but that's a very.
Where does it rank for you, Will?
I can't. It's probably top 5. It's definitely top 5, but there's other plays that I feel like are like just as good. I think the Celtics Pistons, and I hate the Celtics, but I think the Celtics play on the Pistons was incredible. Only because when you look at the simple fact, if you get a chance to watch that game, the Pistons were dominating that game. The Pistons literally should have won that game.
What game was that? What game?
That was when Dennis Johnson stole the ball.
No, I'm saying like what game? Game 1, game 2.
I think that was I want to say it was game 6. I need to look because I know I think I'm.
So did that play win the series, or they went to 7?
I believe it won the series. That's why I said.
Honestly, I'm not even sure. I'm legit asking. I don't even know.
Yeah, I need to look back. That's why I say it because I know if I say
I think that's what ultimately would make my decision whether if it's a
that's
game
what I said.
7
like I said, no, like I said, if that was like a game 3, then it's like, oh no, it's definitely not. That's a game 3. Like if it's a game 6, game 7, then hey, power to it, and that's a great play.
Now, Demo, tell me where you're at right now in the NBA, man. Who do you got? We have already over the last couple of weeks talked about who we believe the best player in the NBA is, and the top 5. Coming into the break, right? Coming into the Christmas and going into All-Star.
Yeah.
Who are your top 5 best right now in the NBA?
Right now, Luka 1, Giannis 2, Curry 3. The way it's going now, I would probably say Tatum 4. And Curry 5? Yeah.
All right. You had Curry at 3.
I had Curry 3. So who am I missing? 5? Ja 5? Ja. I think Ja's balling right now.
Now I feel like Will's blood will be boiling over there if you're not mentioning his boy.
Joel Embiid?
I thought you figured you'd mention him in top 5. Why not top 5?
I want to see it more. It's like he has his 3 stretches. Then it's like, okay, he's gonna give me 3 stretches. Then he's gonna have about 4 or 5 mediocre games. And I'm a big Embiid fan. I thought Embiid should have won MVP last season. I'm a big Embiid fan.
For sure. I'll give you that.
But I need to see it like let me see that for 10, 15 games in a row. And then don't have 4 mediocre games, then have 15 good ones again. I want to see it like stay very, very consistent.
So just consistent, period. You know what you
That's what it is. Like I said, once he gets consistent, Embiid arguably the top 3 player in basketball.
Yeah.
He just can't kick it. He can't stay healthy and he can't stay consistent for me.
So you got Ja before Embiid. No Jokic either. Where you got Jokic?
Jokic probably like 6, 7.
So he's still close, just not top
5.
Still
close. I just think them 5 guys right now. Like I think Tatum right now is probably leading the MVP race. Luka obviously is doing Luka.
Yeah.
Giannis is Giannis.
According to Kia MVP, Luka is leading the MVP race now. But
there we go. So what's Tatum 2, right? So Tatum's 2.
Yeah.
Between him and Giannis. Yep.
Yeah.
And then
so
Giannis.
2. Yeah.
Yeah, we just talked about the best. We were literally in the chat, in our group chat, talking about the top 5 best small forwards right now. We try to figure out like, okay, is it Tatum? Because it's not just skill, right? It has to be a skill that affects winning. And
exactly.
At the same time, like LeBron and KD just are in crazy situations right now.
Yes, they're in.
It is what it is. And Tatum is doing what he did last year for his ascension. I mean, and I think knocking off KD in such a fashion that he did, and definitely the way that he played defense in that series is what kind of catapulted. We knew he was good, right? We knew he had potential. We knew he was going to be something. But seeing it in real time from what we saw last year in the playoffs and getting to the finals, obviously you just go up against a team who's been there, experiences out the wazoo. So I don't fault him for losing that, but also fault him for not playing up to the moment. I think the moment was a little bit big for the people. I still get trashed for this, but I do feel like the moment was a little bit too big for what Tatum was doing at that moment. I didn't think he came as prepared as he thought he needed to be.
Right? I agree.
So I think one of those moments. I think he's there. He's definitely there, and that team is scary. I think the Eastern Conference obviously is going to be good.
1 right now. I think if you look on, but he has to be 1 right now.
Yeah, for sure.
This season, he has to be 1. He has to be 1.
So, and coming in that, if you have Tatum and the Boston Celtics continue to do what they do, are they knocking off a Bucks easy?
Nah, I think once the Bucks get a Chris Middleton back, I think Bucks is my favorite to make it out the East.
Got you.
My thing is like you beat Milwaukee. What did they beat Milwaukee in 6 last year or 7?
It was
7.
Was it 7?
I thought it was 7. I thought it was 7.
7 without Middleton is like Middleton plays like I think Milwaukee goes back to back if Middleton doesn't get hurt.
I'm not mad at that.
I think I had Milwaukee winning the whole thing last year.
Yeah.
Obviously injuries happen, but I think if Milwaukee can get healthy, I think Milwaukee wins it this year as well.
Then who you got coming out of the West then? Because obviously it's my Lakers.
Right now, everybody stinks right now, so it's up in the air. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think the best team right now in the West record-wise is what, Utah Jazz? We all know they ain't gonna make it. So it's like
they're hot right now just because everybody
like
else
my thing is like you're supposed to be tanking for Victor. Like, what is going on? Like, you gotta start losing some games. I always want to be like, I'd love to be a fly on the wall and like the after game speeches. It's like,
Like when you're coming in for practice and the GM's like, "Hey, we got to talk." The owners like, "Hey, we got to talk." Like, why y'all keep winning, bro?
I know he's talking like, "Yo, what are you guys doing? Like, do you guys not see that 7-5 guard that we're trying to get? Like, stop losing these games.
Y'all need to go out and start losing. What's the problem, man?
Well, I know Lakers better start winning and go. Pelicans got a good chance of getting that guy because Pelicans have that draft pick.
Yes, they do.
So if Lakers don't put it together, I mean, obviously Pelicans can pick swap, but who's going to do that? If you can get that guy on your team, so it's like
I think we just need to start winning some games. Like
no, well, I mean we got three in a row.
Yeah, AD's definitely doing his thing right now. And I mean, I don't trust him. I don't know how long it's going to last. It's very hard to trust.
I want to see it when LeBron comes back.
That's the big thing, right? Like
my thing is like LeBron's giving him the ball to do it. But the problem is when LeBron's there, AD wants to defer to LeBron. Like, bro, LeBron's in year 20. Go get a bucket. Like you should average 30 and 15 every game.
Yeah, big facts.
Because 3-4 years ago, you was arguably you was a top 5 player in basketball and an MVP candidate. Like, how do you fall off that bad in less than 5 years? Like I'm not. I don't.
As a coach, what would you say? What do you see?
Man up, put them big boy pants on and play basketball. Like you're what is he? 10 years in the league, maybe? Maybe I'm being.
Yeah, I think it's 27.
So what? Yeah. So yeah, my point exactly. So my thing is like you got to carry you. We can't rely on someone that's 20 years in the league, about to be 38 years old, to average 25, 9, and 8, or whatever he's averaging now, and expect him to be your leader.
Yeah.
LeBron should be averaging 20 points, 5 and 5, and AD and Russ should be the 1-2, and LeBron just there to make sure everything balances out.
I'm not mad at that.
They rely way too much on LeBron James, and I understand because he's an all-time great. So I understand why you do it, but
he shouldn't have
20 exactly. Yeah. Like last year, him averaging 30, it was great, but it's like he shouldn't have to do that.
No, definitely.
It should have been AD's job. Should have been Russell Westbrook's job. Them guys got to step up.
Does Rob got to go?
Yeah, he stinks. He's bad. He's bad. He stinks. He stinks. But it's time to. I understand you're praying for the future, but your time to win is now. I'd have been got rid of them picks.
Them picks would have gone. Yeah, I feel
you had a chance to get Buddy Hield and Miles Turner. All you need is shooting. Buddy Hield's going to space the floor for LeBron, so that's probably another 2 assists he's going to get a game.
And you got and Miles is a 3-level scorer. So I mean,
Miles level can shoot the 3. He's an amazing shot blocker.
Yeah.
Like why not? Like I'd have did that the minute you called my phone. I've been trade accepted. Let's go. All over that.
Send the contract. We go sign it up.
Exactly.
Definitely. So you said you got Milwaukee. If Chris Middleton gets back, Milwaukee, and all right. If these teams get it together in the Western Conference, who are we saying? Somebody's got to get it together. Somebody's got to come out on top.
Honestly, I think if Dallas can make a trade, If Dallas can get one more piece, I think Dallas can do it. I think Dallas can do it.
I have a question though, because you're a coach and you know basketball very well. Do you think Memphis can do and keep the hype as they did last year?
No.
Sheesh, right to it.
Nope.
Give me such a declarative statement, sir. Please.
Look, I think down the stretch, I think Desmond Bane takes too many dumb shots. Yes, they're dropping right now, but is that going to last all season?
Yeah.
And can you rely on Jaren Jackson's not playing right now? Can we rely on Dylan Brooks being your third best player and you being a championship team? No.
That's a fact.
I don't think so. Like, I'm not going to rely on Dylan Brooks to be my third best player. Like, I'm not. No.
I mean, you're making great points here, sir. I'm not.
But I think it can be a top 5, top 6 team in the West. But to make it to no, not at all. Okay. Obviously, you're going to count the Warriors because Warriors are Warriors. Eventually, they're going to get it together. They're not going to be this bad forever. They're going to find a way to get together.
Oh, for sure.
They're good enough to do it. I think Dallas, with having Luka, the best player, I think Dallas is going to figure a way to do it. One piece away. I do like if they can stay healthy. I do like Denver, not even because that's my favorite team, but overall I think that's a very well constructed team. I think very underrated coach. What's his name?
Yeah, I felt like Jamal's gonna come back a little stronger.
I hope so.
He needs to. I mean, I'm seeing it a little bit. I'm seeing the little glimpses here and there, but he's not him.
No, with the West, just sitting here
even
watching
the other night,
West.
it's like I just think Jamal Murray needs more trust in these younger guys. Like the other night when they lost that game, he took that bad 3. Like Like Pat, trust Michael Porter, who's shooting 40% from 3 this year.
Got to
trust Bones Harlan, who's been playing amazing right now.
Yeah.
Trust KCP, who's proven to knock down big shots in big moments in playoff games. Trust them guys you have. And I think Jamal Murray's problem, he doesn't have the trust right now in the guys, but he only trusts Jokic.
But does that come off of? But does that come off of like, because I never played basketball, but does that come off with playing together? Does that come off of because he's coming back from an injury, or does that come off of like hanging out after a game, or out of like outside things together, or being boys? Like how does that trust? Where does that trust come from?
A wake up call like he got in the bubble. Because remember, like before when they were down 3-1, when Michael Porter put them on blast, they started moving that ball.
Yeah,
and then they came back and beat Clippers. They came back and they came back from 3-1.
Another blemish on Kawhi.
I think you need that again. Another what?
That's another blemish on Kawhi's legacy. We'll keep it going.
Another one at him and Doc. Well, you can get both of them blemishes. He got Doc blew like 5 3-1 leads back to Orlando days.
Doc is the best coach. We'll know from personal game, bro.
Don't start slandering me when my man says Steve Nash's favorite player and the Nuggets is out here. I don't trust the Nuggets. I trust the Nuggets as much as I trust the Phoenix Suns from last year. The Nuggets are a good team in the regular season, but the Nuggets don't play enough consistent defense. And as much as people love Jokic, I don't understand how Jokic don't get as much slander as people try to give him Embiid, because Jokic ain't done nothing either. Let's be honest.
I'm not mad at that.
It's all stats and analytics with Jokic. He hasn't done anything of substance to do anything. At least when you look at Embiid or at a AD, you can say they're playing both sides of the floor. Jokic don't play both sides of the floor. Like they're a team. They're a team that runs it up on the offensive end, which is great. But when it's come time, crunch time, you have to figure out who's going to be that player that's going to step up. Now, Jamal Murray, he'll give you those buckets. But what's going to happen on the defensive end? Like, that's the reason why I don't trust the Nuggets. I feel like the Nuggets probably need some kind of veteran leadership that can come in there and be like, yo, we got to buckle down on the defensive end. But I trust the Nuggets as much as I trust Chris Paul in the finals. And I like Chris Paul, so that's not slander, but I mean, let's just be honest. When it comes down to it, Chris Paul, when it comes time to win, it's just something happens. I don't know if it's like just like horrible events or something, or maybe Harry Potter, doing something to him, but he just doesn't come through when he should.
Oh, I agree.
Well, definitely, let's have this. We got a question. I got my boy Ulysses here. So check this out. What do you think Minnesota needs to take a jump from a 6 to 10 seed to a top 5 team in the West, and how many years are they away from being a serious threat in the Western Conference? What you think?
Rudy Gobert is there nothing.
Yeah. To be in a jump to a 5, man. Hopefully the other teams get rid of guys and give them a chance.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I think it's consistency, right? Like that. Like Anthony has been what he was.
Have like who's their guy? Like,
yeah.
Do they need to find their? Do they need to say that?
Yes, they have to. Is it Cat's team? Is it Edwards' team? Like, whose team is it?
Yeah, facts.
And I think until then, it's like, who's their guy? And like, they don't really have one. And I still think lack of playoff experience is still going to get them. Like,
for sure. And Cat has kind of, I wouldn't say regressed, but he's not the same next to Rudy. Like, it just
not at all. It doesn't work.
It doesn't seem. It's crazy to me that you can be as good as you are and only show up for game. We talk about this all the time. Like, when he goes against AD, he's ready to throw bows. Like, but it's not. And
then any other time, you just shooting. Like, what is you doing?
Yeah, you settling for shots. But I think
he won that 3-point shootout. Now he thinks he's.
Oh, you can't tell him nothing now.
Nothing
at all.
I'm a win. I'm got the trophy at the crib. What you mean?
Cat is the one player that I really want to like, and every time I turn around, I'm like, yo, he about to. He does something else, and I'm like,
and that's it. I'm done. Nope. Next.
Hey, I'm with you.
It's like, yo, I gave you enough, and then like you traded the farm. Like, bro, Rudy Gobert ruined the NBA. I don't care what y'all say, what y'all tell me.
Oh, that trade he blew up the trade.
That trade was nuts. That boy got.
Yeah, you gave Rudy Gobert all that money so he can come to Minnesota and do less than what he did. Hey, that's nasty work, bro.
Hey man, and it'd be like that. Now look, as we come to the end of this, man. First off, I want to just definitely thank Coach Debo for coming in, man. We appreciate you sharing your mind, sharing your opinions and your facts as well. Throughout the whole thing.
That man made a bunch of opinions, beloved.
You know whatever, bro.
I like Debo, but I'm giving Debo smoke.
Here we go.
A bunch of opinions, and his cousin out here telling people I lick feet, so I got feet.
I mean, it's there. Yeah, you definitely want the smoke when that comes out.
Leave us Monroes alone. Thank you.
And that's my thing. I want to get as we end it, making sure. I want to ask this question for the kids out there who are playing basketball. I have an 11-year-old myself, and I'm training every day to get to that point, to have that dog, and want to be able. I want to come home and see him putting up shots. Like I would thoroughly enjoy that, right? So what is the most important thing? What is your go-to? Well, let's say you get a kid that's fresh, right?
Yep.
That kind of has the skill a little bit, but it's rough around the edges. What do you feel like are the three most important things to have as a basketball player in your repertoire as you're being coached, as you're getting better, as the skill is progressing? What are 3 components that every basketball player has to have to be successful at every level?
Got to be coachable. I think that's probably number 1. You got to be coachable. Got to be able to take criticism. A lot of kids can't take that nowadays.
Big fact.
Got to be able to shoot the
last chance you on Netflix shows that.
Got to be able to shoot the basketball. I think right now, guard, center, if you can't shoot the ball consistently, you ain't making the league. That's just what it is. You got to be able to shoot that ball. I'd probably say my third, honestly, is the hard work and the preparation, man. That's a big thing. If you're not gonna, like I said, if you're not gonna work without someone telling you, it's never gonna work.
Yeah.
Like I tell my kids now, like, they're like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. But who's the best player in the world? They be like, oh, LeBron, this, that. I'm like, what's he doing right now? Working out. While you're here trying to talk to your girlfriend on the bleachers, he's working out. Like you're already a step behind.
Yeah.
So like, you gotta work more than that. You have to do that all the time.
Yeah, definitely. So you got coachable, being with the ability to shoot.
Yep.
And then your drive.
Your drive. You got to have that passion. You have to.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's one of the coolest things. But I was just kind of scrolling on IG today, and I saw this kid. He's like 6'6", skinny kid, glasses, just trying to really figure himself out. And his dad is the coach. I think, matter of fact, if you check on the IG in our story, I put it on there. So he was like, I need you to take all that pain, all that passion, everything you have right now, because he was about to blow up. And he was like, I need to take all of that and use it. Turn it around for what you want. You want to be great? Tell me you want to be great. Now take all that passion, take all that, and put it into your craft. Like I say the same thing to my kid. I'm like, look, he's been playing soccer. Now he's coming into basketball. It took 2 years off of basketball because he said, like, you just love it so much. I don't have that same love that you have. I had to respect it. I was like, well, if you don't share that same enthusiasm, I can't force it on you.
Exactly.
Right? So he just got back to it, and I'm like, all right, cool. His friend got a goal. He like, I need 500 right, 500 left, and I need 500 between. Like every single day, something has to happen for you to get better. So I think as you're talking about that and coaching up these kids, man, definitely want to say props to you for not only having the love for the game, but also instilling that love in other players and kids coming up. Being able to do what you've done to take your experiences and kind of parlay that into your coaching and putting it, instilling in other kids. I want to end with this, making sure that we all know. So you got skills, you got a championship, you're coaching now. What is your dream coaching job? Where is that at? And what will you be doing at what level?
My dream coaching job is obviously I want to be a Division I basketball coach. It's not to get to the NBA. My dream job is to be a Division I coach.
Nice. Is there any school we need to start writing letters to, or what are we talking about?
Send them all over.
It don't matter. Just
doesn't matter. I just want the coaching job is the goal. Hopefully, I'm thinking about D3 by next year or the year after. I think I should have a D3 job. I think it's gonna happen. I got the email to get the calls.
Girls or boys?
Oh man, that's so tough.
That's
tough. Because like I said, I've coached girls in the past, and girls listen so much more. But it's like I feel like I can't be as hard on a girl that could be on a boy, so I probably say the boys. Just because I know how I get my passion. I'm in your face, I'm yelling, I'm this, I'm that. And I feel like with a girl, like me yelling at a girl was like, that's not what a guy does. Like, I don't want to be yelling at a female in their face. Like for that reason, I'll say boys.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like it, man. Look, I'm with it, bro. I appreciate y'all tapping in, man, here on the 494 and MTMV Sports. Man, such a blessing, such an honor to have Coach Debo here, with the accolades that he's doing and what he's going to accomplish. I think this interview here is going to be just another stepping stone to put on your resume and your repertoire and say, look, I knew that guy. I knew Coach when he was, he was doing this, and now he a D1 coach, man. So I'm excited, man. Thank you for tapping in with us. Everybody, look, you know the game. You know what it is, the 494 here on MTMV Sports every Monday, 8:30. Look, Coach, we got to have you back, bro.
Oh, we got to. Well, we're gonna go at it, Will, for sure again.
Hey, listen,
but
brother.
Throw them facts out, not them opinions. Throw them facts out.
You are an incredible basketball mind with some amazing opinions that are not facts, man. I appreciate you coming on, man. You're doing some incredible things with these gentlemen, man. You have a great basketball mind. I'm looking forward to being able to say that we interviewed you, man, when you're winning a national championship somewhere. So thank you for joining us.
Man, thank you guys so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, cousin. Love you.
Love you too, man. No problem, man. Thank you guys a lot.
Yeah, make sure, man. Look, y'all make sure y'all keep tapping in. It's the 494 here on MTMV Sports. You know everything that MTMV Sports is doing. We got podcasts, we got sports, we got everything. Check out the MTMVPN.com, man. This is where it's at. This is where basketball lives. We out.